After 3 African migrants did the worst thing imaginable to a 23-year-old woman in Rome, Italy, feminists responded in force by asserting that it had nothing to do with mass migration. After leaving the Jonio metro station in the early hours of Sunday morning, 3 men approached the woman, restrained her and dragged her to a secluded area, and while the other 2 held her down, the 3rd man did you-know-what and they all fled. The culprits were later identified as 3 Gambian men. The protest against it was organised by feminists and trans-feminist networks, which gives you a clue as to how that went down.
La sicurezza di una piazza che non sia luogo di degrado.
La notte ci piace, vogliamo uscire in pace, ci piace pure il giorno, levate i
The protesters rejected racialized framings of the crime, literally chanting whoever rapes is male, whether white or black, they are a child of patriarchal culture. Yeah, nothing to do with importing men from a country where FGM and marital rape is legal. No, it's the patriarchy, they're really to blame. The protesters also insisted that education was key to preventing further attacks on women. Jamie, pull up the clip of how African men feel about the nature of female consent.
Some of them, they're not screaming. It's like they wanted to be raped, you see. She also grabs you see, no
it's
more
like
crying.
She's enjoying it, you know,
see.
Even though she isn't, but it's like she's enjoying it.
Do you think it's right? Do you think it's right to rape?
Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, it's wrong.
What about the consequences of what you're doing in terms of how that affects the person that's raped?
Yeah, the consequences, we look at that all the time, you know, because it happens, she might scream, you know, people might wake up. A lot of people, especially.
I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about the emotional effect, the physical effect it has on the girl.
Yeah. Sometimes we know that we might rape her and wake up tomorrow with viruses ourselves, like HIV, you know.
What about regretting what you've done to the girl?
I also do regret about it, because if she fell pregnant, what will be that baby's father? Who will be that baby's father?
But what about her personal feelings?
The demonstrators also took a firm stance against using the incident for political gain, insisting the focus remain on gender-based oppression rather than other factors. Yeah, don't talk about those awkward other factors, like the factor that virtually every other similar high-profile case in Italy was linked to migration. Moroccan, African, Algerian, Moroccan, Egyptian, and don't for a second even consider the factor that around 42% of all sexual attacks across Italy are carried out by men with a migration background. No, don't dare mention any of that. Again, it's the patriarchy. I'm reminded of the infamous attacks on over 1,000 women in Cologne on New Year's Eve 2015, carried out by migrants of North African and Middle Eastern origin, to which feminists responded with righteous and furious anger by proclaiming they didn't care who the perpetrators were.
Because we want to be loud and make a sign against violence against women. I don't care who they are.
And then demonstrating against the right wing.
There's a crowd behind me and chanting, Nazis out, refugees welcome.
Yes, that actually happened. These women will continue to vote for political parties who want to import vast quantities of men who see them as easy meat. Then they'll wonder why it's no longer safe for women to walk the streets alone in major European cities. One of the biggest examples of suicidal empathy you're ever likely to encounter. If you value what I do and you want to help support me, please visit pauljosephwatson.locals.com and either pledge a one-time donation or subscribe to join my community, get early access videos, and message me directly. And exclusive live streams coming soon too. Promise. Check out the Locals link down in the description. And don't forget to take a look at the brand new website modernity.news. That's where you'll find all my content, including exclusive articles. That's modernity.news.